ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Dalit Tahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Sports Week of Air Force Command concluded yesterday. Pregnant woman delivering at health facilities in forest subzone. Russian strategic bombers fly over Barents in the ocean. South Africa hold Joint Economic Commission meeting after 3 years hiatus. On our local news, Sports Week of the Eritrean Air Force Command concluded yesterday, 11th August. At the concluding event of the Sports Week, in which Senior Commander of the Eritrean Air Force and other invited guests took part, Major General Takhlai Haile, Commander of the Air Force, congratulating all the athletes and organizers and called for its sustainability. According to Major Emmanuel Tesfagirgis, reports the Sports Week, in which about 400 athletes participated, featured tournaments in football, volleyball, athletics, and other sports. He also noted the importance of the sport in developing competent youth and fostering staff togetherness. Major Emmanuel extended his gratitude to everyone who helped make the Sport Week a success. Major General Takhlai Haile and the Eritrean Air Force Chief of Staff, Colonel Abraham Obaselassie, presented prizes to the winners of the various competitions. Nurse Mahari Kalab, head of the health facilities in Forest Subzone, reported that in the past 6 months, pregnant women delivering at health facilities have increased by 20%. Nurse Mahari also said that the number of pregnant women seeking health treatment at health facilities has also increased by 4% and vaccination coverage by 5%. Nurse Mahari stated that prevalence of communicable diseases such as HIV/AIDS, TB, and malaria has dramatically decreased as a result of sustainable awareness-raising activities. Commending for the support they have been getting from partners and administrations, Nurse Mahari called for reinforced participation for better outcome. In Forest Subzone, there are 2 health centers, 3 health stations, and 4 health units providing active health service in the public. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. The 21 members of the government announced just before the crucial meeting in Niger's West African neighbors in Abuja on Thursday. This is headed by Prime Minister Ali Hamani Lamin Zain, who was appointed on Monday. It comprises 20 ministers in charge of the defense and the interior and general forms of Council National pour la Sauvegarde de la Partie, which seized power, respectively General Solufu Modi and General Mohamed Tomba. This government marks a consolidation of military regime since its overthrow, the elected president of Mohamed Bazoum on July 26, and appears to be a sign of defiance towards the leaders of the Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS, who is meeting in Abuja on Thursday to assess the situation in Niger. The new Masters of Niamey regards ECOWAS as an organization in the pay of the France and the former colonial power and their main targets since the taking power. On our last news, inflation rose an annual rate of 3.2% in July, reflecting the first increase after 12 consecutive months of cooling price. The Consumer Price Index, which tracks the basket goods and service typically purchased by consumers, grew 0.2% in the same as it did on June, the Labor Department said on Thursday. The increase flew just below the economist's forecast 3.3%, according to the fact set. They also called core CPI, which includes violation fuel and food costs, rose 4.7% from a year ago. The uptick of the first pace of the growth since the June 2022 is due to partly of higher housing and food costs. Even though economists said overflowing pressure and easing of its economy is showing sign of price increase and continue to cool. The latest CPI report signals the Fed's series of aggressive rate hikes have not been sufficient to battle inflation. Dear viewers, we have come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the major headlines. Sports Week of Air Force Command. Pregnant women delivering at health facilities in Forest Subzone. Russian strategic bombers fly over Barents Sea and Arctic Ocean. South Africa hold Joint Economic Commission after 3 years in hiatus. That is all with our local and international news, dear viewers. Thanks for watching. Good night.